Okay, so a student is instructed to dilute a 36% volume per volume solution of hydrochloric acid to make 4.00 liters of a 10% volume per volume solution. What volume of the stock solution would need to be measured? Okay, so we're looking for V1 here. V2 is the volume we want to make, right? So that's our 4 liters. So the original concentration is 36% volume per volume. And our second concentration that we want to make is 10% volume per volume. So we're still using the same formula here. We're just solving for a different aspect of this. So really, out of the 4 variables that are here, you should have enough information from the question in order to get 3 out of the 4 things. Okay, so you're always solving for one thing in this equation. So our C1 is 36% volume per volume. So remember, the concentration can be any unit. They just have to be the same unit. So V1 is what we're solving for. Our C2 is 10% volume per volume, and we have 4 liters. So to solve for our V1, we're going to divide by both sides, right? Percent volume per volume is gone. So our V1 ends up being 10 times 4 divided by 36. So our volume that we have to measure out is 1.111 liters. Remember, the units have to be consistent here. So our significant digit, so actually percent is not looked at for significance, if you remember. So we have here 4.00, which is 3. So it actually would become 1.11 liters. So this last picture here is really a visual of what is happening when we are diluting something down. So here we have a concentrated solution. So the color is kind of indicating how concentrated something is. So if we wanted to dilute some of this down, right? So what we're doing is we're measuring out a certain amount of our stock. So here's our stock amount in our volumetric flask. And we're adding water to reach a new volume for our solution. So notice we went from maybe, let's say this is 20 milliliters at a certain concentration, and we add in enough water that now this has been diluted, the concentration actually will become less. And you can see that the color went from like an intense yellow to this pale yellow. It's because we took this small volume and we added in solvent so that basically we have now a lower concentration. So this method is called a dilution method. Essentially, we're taking a pre-existing solution or a stock solution and making it into the desired concentration that we would like to have.